Hello, everybody. This is Codename Soap coming at you today with, well, the big one. The one that I've seen some people request. Actually had it requested of me. That's right, an Uzi with an ACOG scope. I hope you can hear the pain in my voice because oh, God, this is atrocious. I don't know why anyone in the right mind would actually choose this unless someone was, requested it of them or for entertainment value or something. Anyway, so I decided to try this out after, like I said, after seeing some people on other channels say, hey, use an Uzi with an ACOG scope, and then I actually had one of my subscribers, one of my friends on here, say to try the same thing, and I said, you know what? I'm already a step ahead of you. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this particular free for all, after maybe about 2 or 3 hours straight of playing with this gun and trying to find, and this sounds terrible, but trying to find the best way to use this. Oh my God, you have to play with this gun to understand how bad this is. So anyway, tips to try to use this thing. So Uzi with an ACOG, as you saw right there, it bounces around everywhere unless you're about 2, maybe 3 feet right in front of your target, and even then you can still miss. The recoil is god awful. It loses all power after about, realistically maybe 10 feet. It just, it goes horrible. But the way I'm using it, I'm using Scavenger because it eats through ammo ridiculously fast. It's got a higher rate of fire, so it just does. I'm using Ninja and Sleight of Hand Pro. That's kind of my usual free-for-all setup that I use with my the MPL. That's my usual free-for-all gun, unless it's on a larger map. But luckily most free-for-alls, at least the ones that I play in, usually aren't on like Array or something like that. But yeah, I tried using this in Team Deathmatch. I tried using it in Domination, and it just was not happening. I would get a couple of kills here and there and then be dead. And a couple of kills here and there and dead. And I managed to get a good rhythm with it. Sorry, this is just, it's laughable why anyone would think that this was a good attachment on this gun. I mean, it's cool looking. I mean, look, just, when it zooms back out here, look at the thing. It is a cool looking gun. But the ACOG, scope takes up your entire screen. It bounces around everywhere. It's terrible. Anyway, so how to use this gun? I figured, at first, whenever I realized how terrible the recoil was, I decided to just try to rush up on people and just, spray, just hold on to trigger and go for it. But then I found, and it actually worked a little here, is burst firing it. I figured out kind of what the pattern was. The timing with it is actually a lot like the M16. If, you have some distance and you're not in a panic, not in a rush, if you burst fire it like you're firing an M16, you actually might hit your target a few times. Might being the key word. So yeah, why I'm doing all this, other than I've seen people ask for it, there's not that many videos that I found of people doing this, and it's probably because it's the most infuriating gun I have ever used. Not the Uzi. The Uzi's, I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad by itself. But you throw an ACOG on, and it's terrible. It's I mean, I don't know what someone at Treyarch must have been either this is a joke, or they just we're not thinking, or we're high or drunk. Who knows? This is clearly just a joke. I mean, this is just the only time to use this gun is to entertain. And if you get killed with someone using this legitimately, other than for someone like me trying to just, appease some people on YouTube or something, it's bad. It's bad. So anyway, I guess we can talk a little, since this actually is a long video for me. This is a whole whopping like 8 or 9 minutes long. I get to kind of slow down and explain some things. So what I'm trying to do here, back to my point just a second ago, is I want to do stuff like this. I want you guys to, give me challenges or, recommendations or whatever of guns and combinations like this to use, because it spices things up. It, gets some variety in, and it actually challenges me to try new things inside of Black Ops here. So yeah, what guns, combinations, sights, attachments, perks, the whole thing. What do you guys want to see? Just because I'm curious, and I know there's some people out there. For example, iPhone Star for Hire has been doing for a long while now his gun of the week, where he goes through and reviews the gun and kind of gives his opinion on it, tells you best attachments to use with it, so on and so forth. But I don't want to have any control over it. I want you to say, all right, I want you to use M60 with a thermal scope, and go from there. Be ridiculous is what I'm trying to say. Be as absolutely ridiculous as you can. And what I'll do is I'll take that challenge and I'll put up the best gameplay I have with it. This particular free-for-all is the best gameplay I have. If I remember correctly, I go 30-9, something like that. It was the only free-for-all that I won outright using this. The others, and this was weird, I actually tied for first place in free-for-all. Yes, it gave me the victory, but the score was the same. I just had a better KDR than the other people who were tied with me, but I don't really count those as a win. In this one, I actually it got weird because I started out and got booted just a little bit in. That's why it started kind of in an odd spot, and then I got right back into the same game. So anyway, I'll give you some strategy, I guess, for using this. Don't use it if you plan on using it. Don't use it in anything that involves a team. Reason is because you're going to let them down unless you're some ungodly beast. Which if you are, please get yourself out there because I want to know who you are. Don't use it in anything that involves a team or an objective, because it's it's not happening. It's terrible, god awful, atrocious. Ugh. I sorry to repeat that. I'm just trying to drive a point as far as how bad this is. Anyway, that's why I use it in free-for-all, because I'm only letting myself down at the end of the day when using this gun. But yeah, this is one of the newer maps. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, this is actually the one that I don't like that much, at least in comparison with the others. It's not a bad map. Drive-In is a good map. It's a solid map. The setup is great. It's a little dark as far as the actual like there's shadows everywhere. Like this room and actually the upstairs area are almost completely black in a few spots. But anyway, I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this. And like I said, please give me your suggestions, your feedback, your cookie recipes or whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to check out my channel if you haven't already, and Twitter and blah blah blah.